You ready to do this?
Let's go.
Let's go. You think we should do it here?
Looks
Yeah?
good.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
What are you guys doing?
Dad, it's not what it seems like. It's just breath. You want to try it?
Are you kidding me?
But first, roll the intro.
We're creative weirdos on a mission to make personal growth fun.
Every week we create videos to help you become happier through the ups and downs of life.
We're Stan Rach, and this is Soul Right.
Woo!
Alright guys, that was just a joke. In this episode, we're gonna get my skeptic dad to try breathwork for the very first time, so he can get high on life.
But what the heck is breath work?
Okay, that's a pretty good question. This is Sarah. She's a breathwork instructor, and she's actually the first person that guided us through a session. So I think it's better if she explains what breathwork is.
Breathwork is an active form of meditation. So what you do is you use the breath to get into your somatic body. You breathe into your low belly, into your high chest, and then you let it fall out of your body. The whole point is to let the mind chill out, and you can listen to the messages that your body wants to tell you.
So I was the first one to do it, and honestly, I had an amazing experience. In terms of what happened with my body, my hands were clawing. It was really weird, but I just went with the experience. And then what was happening inside was just pure joy. Like, I felt so happy. I started laughing out of the blue and I couldn't control it. I just felt amazing. So as soon as I got home, I was like, Rach, you have to try this. And I had the bad idea to guide her through breathwork after my first sesh. And let's just say it didn't work quite as planned.
Yeah, he was so enthusiastic about it. I was like, okay, fine, why not? You know, what could go wrong? Well, I kind of ended up panicking. Started feeling things I wasn't expecting to, and it kind of caught me off guard. Kind of went into panic, forgot how to breathe for a second.
And she was like, Stay, I can't breathe. And she was just breathing through her nose. I'm like, Rach, open your mouth. And she's just like,
It was a bit of a dramatic situation. So yeah, that was my first experience of breathwork. But then my second time, I did it in a session with Sarah.
a professional.
And it went a whole lot better. I had a completely different experience. I felt really safe and I trusted her. So the second time I tried it was amazing, and every time since has given me a different experience.
The thing is, like, Rach is much more open spiritually than I am. I'm a little bit more skeptical. When I had this experience though, I remember thinking like, damn, when I go back and I tell like my family about this and my friends, they're definitely gonna think like this guy's going crazy, he's becoming a hippie, he's gonna move to a farm soon and just live naked happily ever after. And I guess that's where my dad comes in. He's a skeptic, and he's very set on his ideas and beliefs.
Is this vegan?
Of course.
Are you kidding me?
You know it's good for you, right? It's healthy.
That's life, man.
You know everything. Only
Dad, come watch this video. It's a guru that I'm following and he's so inspiring.
Purpose is discover ourselves. Pleasure, that is not enough.
Anything spiritual to him is a cavolata, Italian for cabbage thing, aka total and utter BS. There's only one thing that would convince him to try something like breathwork. Yes, the love he has for me. And I'm kind of taking advantage of it, but I think he'll like it.
So the question is, will he still think it's a fad, or will he be transformed by this experience? What do you think? You ready?
I have no clue.
Alright, so today's the big day. It is breathwork day, and Rach is gonna do it with my dad. I will not be guiding the meditation. I have learned from my mistakes.
So instead we're gonna use an online guided breathwork.
And I think we're ready to go. Let's interview my pops. Alright, Dad. How are you feeling?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's I've never done it before, so frankly, I don't know what to expect. I think it's a little bit a mix of curiosity, you know, never done this thing, don't really believe in this BS, and but at the same time, you know, I've heard what you said about your experience, and I want to do it. Safe for me to be in my body.
No one can take my power away.
No one can take my power away.
It's safe for me to breathe.
For me to breathe.
Alright guys, sorry to budge into this spiritual experience, but I wanted to explain a little more of what's happening in your body when you're doing breathwork. And quick disclaimer, I'm not very scientific at all, but with the help of Google, I got some facts to share. So as you're breathing faster and deeper, you're decreasing the CO2 in your body. And to compensate for this, your body makes your blood more alkaline, which creates certain changes in your brain. What's happening is that certain areas of your brain have more activity and certain areas have less activity. And one of the areas that has less activity is the prefrontal cortex. Let's call it PFC. This is the part of your brain that is responsible for the mental constructs of self and ego. When the PFC has less activity, the ego minds can disappear or can even be deactivated. That allows you to connect to that inner self or inner guidance that everyone has but is often suppressed by the constant chattering of the ego and the mind. The crab hands, first of all, look creepy as hell, but to be more precise, they are muscle contractions caused by your body becoming more alkaline because of the decreased CO2. Also, yes, Rach is wearing a crystal on her forehead. No scientific explanation there. It just is. And I love her and respect her for it. Anyways, back to the point. The prefrontal cortex is also responsible for suppressing other parts of the brain, such as the limbic system, which is in charge for our memory and for our emotions. So when the PFC is deactivated, those areas have more activity, and that's why breathwork allows you to bring up memories and emotions that have been suppressed. So what happens for many people is that you bring these memories or emotions to consciousness, and you can start to elaborate and understand different feelings and experiences better. So how was it?
It was intense. So at the beginning, I don't know if I wasn't breathing properly or what, but I didn't feel much. Then my arms started to tingle a lot, and then my legs, and then all of a sudden I felt super happy. And then I felt like a big weight on my belly. And then I had the impression that somebody was seated on my belly. And then this person was bouncing on my belly. And then I started to feel love, an enormous love. And the person of my belly was Carla, was my wife. I was very happy.
I'm happy you did this.
And it was very spiritual love, really. So it was like being, one body together.
It's amazing.
Thousands of tears later.
Overall, what would you say about it? Any words?
Something I didn't expect at all. I was skeptical, and then I thought, like when you're supposed to be hypnotized, nothing is going to happen, But you know, I wanted to do it, so I decided to let it go. And so I was trying not to use my rational part of the brain. I guess the breathing really helped. And you know, for me it was, you know, it was fully positive experience. I mean, and the reunion with my better half was, you know, just incredible. It was very spiritual, really. So, you know, great feeling, really. The skeptic has become enlightened.
Wow, that was honestly one of my favorite episodes to film. Just seeing my dad's reaction was so unexpected, I think for all of us.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just amazing. I think it's proof that breathwork is not just, you know, a woo-woo thing for the spiritual among us, but it's a real tool that can help people bring their emotions up to their surface and their consciousness. And yeah, it was just awesome to see that happening with my dad.
Yeah, we really encourage you guys to try it out as well yourselves, but just quick disclaimer, really make sure you're in a safe environment, and also if it's your first time, to do it with someone there who you trust and who can supervise, because you just never really know what could happen. But yeah, this is the video that we used, and if you guys like, you can check it out.
If you do end up doing breathwork, or if you're thinking of doing it, let us know in the comments. We would love to know if you guys are thinking about it.
And don't forget, dare to be.
Oh, happy days. Much love, guys, and see you in the next episode.